this good energy, you're putting out this positive vibration, you have enthusiasm, and then there's this unconscious part of yourself that's blocking you. It's just keeping you stuck. So, for example, let's say that you really want to have more financial abundance. You want to have more money. And so you're thinking, I want more money, and I'm going to write it in my journal, and I'm going to say my I am statements. I am wealthy. But then there's this part of you, the unconscious part of you, that thinks that money is evil, or that money is going to destroy your life. It will destroy your relationships, or, money is the root of all evil. We've heard that, through religion being shared, that it's evil. And so if you were raised to believe that, and that's a thought that you hold unconsciously, that thought is working just as powerfully as your positive affirmations. So what you do is you're putting out all this energy, and then there's this unconscious part that just blocks you. You just slam into that iceberg, you get nowhere. So my goal is to help you to understand and to tune into that unconscious aspect of yourself, and to start really tuning into it so that you can clear it. Now, this 1 hour show may help you do that completely, or you may feel led to call me and work with me as a soul client, a soul coaching client, or receive or clearing help. Whatever you feel is necessary, you need to honor that and really tune into that. And it's important that we look at that part of ourselves, because it is powerful. I was working with a client this weekend in my workshop. She is 70 years old, and we were talking about the unconscious parts. And so I was tuning into her because I sensed a wounded inner child, and I sensed that it was from really young, and that she had really believed she was not worthy. So as I was tuning into her vibrationally and asking her questions, she remembered vividly this memory of her being around 5 or 6 years old, and just remembering this moment where her mother got really angry at her, and she felt like she failed her mother, and that she was a bad girl, and that she wasn't good enough. Now, to that mother on that same day, that event maybe was insignificant. That mother might have just been frustrated and, not thinking about what she was saying, and moved on with her day. But to that child looked out of the eyes and saw the situation from a 5-year-old's point of view, which told her, I'm not good enough. I'm a bad girl. I messed up. And so she took that internally, internalized it for the rest of her life. And then now, sitting at my table in a workshop, age 70, we're working on clearing that. And as we were, she felt a shift, and she was like, wow, things are going to be different from now on. And we did some mirroring work and some work one-on-one to help her clear that. But the reason I'm saying that is that this woman lived her whole entire life feeling as if she was not good enough, as if she, was a bad girl. And that energy was very real to her vibrationally. It was in her cellular memory. And so even though maybe some people would think, just get over it, it wasn't a big deal, to a child, we take this stuff in and we hold on to it, and it can really affect our lives in the big picture. So that's what we're going to tune in today, is that the unconscious aspects that kind of keep us sabotaged, keep us stuck, keep us suffering. And we're wanting to go into those places of infinite possibilities. I know that all of you tuning in, there's something you're desiring, or you wouldn't have even tuned in. There's some part of you that wants to manifest. Maybe it's your dream job, or you want to call forth the love of your life, or live in the, beautiful location on the planet that you dreamed of living all your life. And so whatever it is, know that it is absolutely possible and available to you, but there may be parts of the unconscious aspects of you that are blocking that from happening. So if you can at least be open to that concept, and then be open and willing to do the work to clear that, we can have profound shifts in no time. And literally, I've seen clients, and myself included, I'll just share a story from my own perspective. There's been times, like, I remember wanting to have a beautiful home, and I had left a 20-year marriage, and I was renting a room, and I was just kind of in my cocoon phase, just meditating a lot and listening and just kind of, what am I doing now? Like, what now? And what I like to refer to that part of our life, when many of us go through these big changes, it's kind of like you took your Etch-a-Sketch and you shook it, and it's just all empty, and there's this clear Etch-a-Sketch waiting to be created upon, or a blank canvas. If you're a painter, you can imagine you have that blank canvas. And there was this time that I was just in that place, and I was like, I went into nature, I'm doing some yoga and teaching a class out in nature, and all of a sudden I realized I want to have a beautiful home. I want to be able to offer my workshops in my home and have a healing room and have an art studio. And so I kind of visualized what I wanted, and then I went home and I wrote it in my journal, and I was very clear, told my angels exactly what I was ready for, and then I just shut the journal and put it aside, and I knew I was ready. I was worthy. I had done my clearing work. I had done the processing of all that stuff that made me feel I wasn't worth enough. That had been done, and a couple days later, I'm with a friend, and we come into this empty house to get her laundry, and come to find out the house was for rent, and it's the house I now live in. And that was 2 days after I called it forth. 2 days after I had visualized what I wanted, put it out to the universe, let the universe know that I was ready. And when I came into the house, excuse me, I need a drink real quick, hold on. When I walked into the house, I just knew it was my house. I could feel it, the garden, everything about it was like, this is my dream home, and this is where I really want to live, and I can just feel it. So I just kept putting that vibration out of, angels, bring it to me. I'm ready. I'm open. I'm ready. Like, bring it in. And it worked out to where everything flowed perfectly to where this house would become my home. So I say that because sometimes I see this with a lot of clients, and I get this from people all the time. They'll see a show of mine, or they'll meet me, and they'll just be like, Tanya, I feel so drawn to you. I just feel like my angels guided me to you, and I feel like you could help me so much, but I can't afford it. I can't afford to work with you. And I challenge these clients, because the first test from my perspective is, I feel like I'm here to empower others. I'm here to teach them how to fish. I'm not here to just give them the fish. I'm here to teach them how through my own aligned example. And so I'll encourage them and challenge them to really realize that if the universe brought me to them and they feel and sense that I could be a powerful influence and help them, then why would the universe not also support them and bring the financial support for that to happen? It's kind of like, whether you want to work with me as a healing client and as a mentor, or you want to be a massage therapist and go to massage school, if you have the desire to go, and then all of a sudden someone gives you a brochure for the massage school, then the universe will also give you the financial support. But here's where a lot of you mess up. You get right there, someone hands you the flyer, or in my case, they meet me, and they're like, oh, I want to work with you. And we're right there together in the now. And then energetically you go, oh, I can't afford you. I can't handle it. I'm not ready. I don't have time. Whatever it is that you say. And then you create space and separation, and you push that teacher back into the universe, or you push that massage school or your dream car, whatever it is. You push it away from you vibrationally, because now it's right there next to you, and you said, I'm not worthy. I can't afford it. I can't have it. And the universe has to comply. The universe says, okay, you can't afford it, you can't have it, we'll just send it away again then. And then someone else that feels they're worthy will claim that. So it's important that you understand that as things come to you vibrationally, that you need to keep excited. You need to keep that sense of excitement. And like for me, when I wanted to have my dream car or this house that I'm in, I remember just like anytime I'd see a white Prius, I'm like, whoa, my car is so close. It's coming closer. It's coming closer. And some of my friends maybe thought I was crazy. Like, what's she talking about? But I understand it. I get excited, and it's like catching a fish. It's like it's on the line, and woo, I'm reeling it in because it's coming in, and I'm going to pull it right into my life. So as you're putting out these vibrations of expectation and really putting out to the universe what you desire, you need to keep that enthusiasm. And when you see someone, like you're asking for the love of your life, and you see a couple in front of you later that day at the movie, and they are just making out, and they seem happy, they're holding hands, and you're just like, wow, that's exactly what I want. Some of you will stay in alignment and just be like, oh my God, I'm so excited because that couple is mirroring to me what I'm ready for. It's coming. I can feel it. So you're reeling it in. You're reeling it in. But a lot of you, I observe, will go, oh, God, look at this couple. I can't stand that. I can't stand seeing people make out because I don't have anybody. And so then you go into your energy of lack, and you're angry, and you don't even want to go to that party because those people are going to be kissing in front of you or whatever it is. And so basically you vibrationally are sabotaging yourself. So if you can see that, you can stop blaming others. You can stop being procrastinator. You can stop being a victim. You can stop suffering in every way, because I am here to challenge the heck out of you guys. Because if I can manifest my dream, if I can manifest the love of my life, which I did the day I asked for him, and I know my angels were working on him for a while because they let me know, but the day that I had left one relationship that was disrespectful and reminded me of my ex-husband and was like challenging me, like, oh, is this what you deserve, Tanya? And as I had a conversation in my car with my angels out loud saying, heck no, I am done with that, and then thanked them for bringing me the one, I was like, I am ready. Bring him in. I'm ready for my beloved, the love of my life, the one that's here to support me, love me, my best friend, my playmate. And I just let it go. That night, I go to an art gallery to teach a law of attraction workshop, no less. And he shows up, and he was like what would I say? He's like an artist friend. Like, we didn't really know each other very well, but we were acquaintances. There's the word. And he comes in, he's taking part of my workshop, and then afterwards asked me to dinner, and the rest is history. We are now happily engaged to be married. And the reason I say that is that day I was putting out that vibration of I'm ready for this, and then he showed up that night. I remember I had an opportunity to go see a movie with my ex, which I knew was not my joy. It was not what I wanted, but it was kind of like I was still kind of in that place in between, kind of testing things out. And I had that chance to make a new choice and to walk a new path. And I chose it, and I am so grateful that I did. And I say that to you because you can absolutely manifest what you desire in a day. It can come so fast, but the reason it will come for some very fast and for others it seems like it takes forever is because of the unconscious parts that you're not acknowledging. If I unconsciously felt I wasn't worthy of my beloved, and then we went to dinner a few times, then the insecurities would start to bubble up. I would start to feel like I'm not worthy, so I would start to create situations that would cause chaos and tension and drama, and next thing, either I would break up or he'd break up with me, and we'd have tension. And so we really need to acknowledge that unconscious part, the wounded part, because that woundedness is what keeps us from our abundance, from our joy. So when we want that loving relationship, or we want that dream job, or we want to help others, like me on this show, this was something I put out to the universe and I was ready for it. And I was like, angels, I would love to reach millions of people. I would love to be able to run seminars and healing cruises and do life transformational seminars and events and spiritual healing retreats. Like, that is what makes me excited. And bam, show opportunity comes along. And I know other doors are going to open, and it's not like a worry for me. It's just, I'm ready. I tell the universe I'm excited. And when the doors of opportunity come, I am going to reel that fish in because it's my time. It's what I desire. It's my manifestation, and it's showing up. It's here for me. So if I can do this, then you guys can all do this. So I'm going to pause and see. Is there any questions, Amnon, so far, or any comments?
No.
Okay. Come on, guys. I know you have some questions. Write in if you do. Even if it's stuff like, tell me your vulnerability. Where are you stuck? Where is it that you're struggling? Or share how you've also had these amazing moments where you've manifested, and share that testimonial. So be brave and call in or write in, and I would love to connect with you. So anyways, let's go back to the counter productive parts of our our unconscious mind. So it's we tune into that unconscious part of ourselves and we work with someone that can help